Hello, this is just my first year of playing Genshin, the roundup. Today is July 7th, and I started in July 7th, July 1st. I started in the end of June last year, so gonna be mostly just showing my character builds. That way, if I want to look back on it at a future point, I can just see what was happening and what I was doing. I shouldn't have too much to say. It's just gonna be recording my progress kind of video. I'm just gonna start with the characters. My current team is for the friendships. So there's not much to see over there. I'm gonna start with Novia, obviously. My first 5-star character, my favorite character. She's level 90. She's got this. Her weapon is Earth Shaker. Also, the game is in French because I am French. What is that? Oh, okay. Refinement 5. It works well because I play her with Mavuika. Artifacts, obviously, her best in slot, but the artifacts aren't amazing, but it's a work in progress. No constellation for now. 6-10-6. That's it. I'm just gonna go down the line. Risley, level 90. This. Oh, pretty good actually. I think. The weapon I have with Sith. Artifacts I have Maréchaussée. It's a decent one. No constellations. Maybe the first one. 9 and 8. I might do 10-10. I'm thinking. We have Nahida, level 90 as well. Her weapon, sacrificial fragments. Deepwood, obviously. I think she's got an okay build. No constellations. 4-8-6. Keqing, level 82. I think the Keqing is okay. The Keqing is okay, but I do want her to be a little better, so I'm working on the artifacts. I have Iron Sting. What's it called? Thirteen Fury. I don't have really good pieces. I don't have a great circlet, actually. Ew. It's not very leveled much, but I didn't have a lot of good Thirteen Fury pieces until pretty recently, so. Constellation C2 because I chose Keqing as a free standard 5-star, and then I actually lost the next two 50/50s to her, so C2. 8-8. Next, Chiori. Level 80 but ascended. Pretty good. I think she's actually one of my most well-equipped characters. I have this on her for now. I do want her signature weapon. This thing, what's it called? Opulent Husk? Husk of Opulent Dreams, whatever. I got her C1 recently from the Inazuma Chronicles. Girl, I was poppin'. Love her. So very, very happy. I lost my 50/50 to Chiori, and then I had the guarantee for Yae, which 296, I probably will crown her skill as well. Maybe put this to 8 in the future. Let's go back a little bit because otherwise I'm gonna forget these. No, I'll do them later. Shan Yun, 80-80. This is what she has. Shan Yun, I tried to get her weapon. I didn't get it. But I did get Veresa's weapon instead. Which is usually what I play her with because, I don't know, I still like doing enough damage, and the high base attack with 28% attack is very good, so that was what was on her, but I just stole it for now because Yae needs crit. She was on 2-piece attack, but I recently made the change on Vivi because it usually is one of the better options. No constellations, maybe in the future because I do love her. 6-7-8. Then we have Mavuika, 80 Ascended. Serpent Spine, 80-80. I did buy the battle pass, but I think only 3 times for the weapons mostly. She is on Codex, but I do like to play her off field. So I am currently, I was gonna say hunting, farming for Golden Troop. So I can either have her on Scroll or on Golden Troop when she's just off field doing damage and not reaction damage. For example, in my Navia team. Low constellations, 286. I'm probably gonna keep it like that because even her burst, I just use him mostly for the... Oh. What the fuck? For the attack buff it gives, so yeah. Ningguang, one of my favorite characters as well. AD Ascended, my first battle pass I bought just to get her this. She was, I would say, my first main, so you know, she's got a place in my heart. She also has this artifact set because I think it helps her a lot. She has kind of the lower quality pieces, unfortunately, because Navia has the better ones, but she is C6 since 2 months, I think. I've been hunting, I've been getting her in the Paimon shop with my Stardust, Glitter, whatever the fuck. I finally got her C6, so this helps. I'm very happy about that. 9, 12, 5, so that's 9 as well. This constellation boost should be on her normal attack, but that's another conversation. Yunjin, I do like her. 2500 on the dot. That's period. I probably should get a lot more recharge on her, but I use her not too often, but I do want to use her more. Husk for the full defense as well. I do realize I actually don't have many Husk pieces left. I think when I was farming for Kiori, I just got rid of everything that wasn't good for her. No constellations. I think it would probably be good to have them. 138 for now. Oh, she ascends with recharge. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to ascend her. Lanyan, love her as well. This is the build. She's not extremely good, but she does surprising damage, even with, you know, she is on the refinement too. She is on VV, which is, I think, probably her best set. I got her C2 on her first banner, which is pretty nice. 686. Horizon, she's got a funny build. 220 energy recharge on Fav, which kind of looks amazing with her, actually. And that's her build, but since she's C0, I did manage to get like 2-piece. I just wanted her to be enough damage with just a lot of energy recharge because I don't have a constellations anyway, so I just like playing her for the ammo boost. And this I'm probably gonna level up as well when I do get higher constellations because I think for now it's not really useful. I'm not sure what I would put her on. I don't want to put her on Tenacity because the 2-piece HP doesn't make sense. I don't really like that. I don't really like that even the 2-piece doesn't make sense. So I don't know, maybe Noblesse, maybe VV, depending on the situation. Who fucking knows? We have Charlotte. She was on 2-piece attack as well because her healing scales off attack. But I thought since I usually mostly use her for healing, I might as well put her on Maidens. I think it was kind of unoptimal and, you know, it was potentially taking pieces from that I probably would need for other people. So I thought I'll just put her on Maidens and have triple attack. Yeah. C3. I think I got C3 recently on a random pool. 111. This is most important for me, so. Who's next? Oraron. Love him. 80. So he's got the scroll build. Stringless. And yeah, this is a pretty good build, I would say. He probably could do with more crit rate, but well, it's decent. C3, pretty nice. 1611. I leveled this up recently because I was like, why not? It's still more damage, and I had a shit ton of these. Sethos, who was my first C6 character. Really like him. He's on Slingshot, Wanderer's Troop, so it's not very good pieces, and he still does okay damage. I think he's a really good DPS. I have fun with him. And I recently just leveled his talents 111. Cookie, I recently leveled. She's pretty fun. I do use her mostly for hyper blooms. I'm keeping this on her, I think, because it looks better. It looks good. Gilded Dreams. I probably will put her on Flower of Paradise Lost when I farm it. I'm probably gonna strongbox it. Fully am. No constellations. I probably would like at least C2. And yeah, I don't have her 164. Not very high leveled. Kirara. I like her. I actually like this costume a lot. This one I actually love more than the normal outfit. I don't have an HP sword, so she's on not very leveled fav. And she's just on instructors. That's what I like to have her on. I got her C6 kind of recently as well. Pretty nice. 177, so she's doing her job and she's doing fav. You know, it helps. Chevreuse. Love her. Love her. I think this is probably one of my best builds as well. This thing, and she is on Noblesse, and I have her on full HP with a ton of crit stats. Yeah, because I do like that she can do a decent amount of damage herself. Const C3, I probably would like this. This would be nice for the healing. 174. I probably should level these more. Xiangling, the catch, simple standard set on her. 2, 3, 10. She's a decent DPS. Barbara, she was my first banner for 4-star. Oh, she was my first banner 4-star, but I got her on the the beginner banner with Noelle. And Kirara was my first limited banner 4-star that I ever got. So, I'm also a little bit attached to her. I give her that because I got it, it's cute. But yeah, it's someone I should invest more in. Especially when I do co-op, because I don't have a ton of healers. But, C2. This 80 cost with no energy, that's crazy. Lisa... we're getting into characters I haven't really built now, so either I stopped using them or, it's just not done. Well, I do have some of these built, but they're not, they don't have a little star, so they're in the back. She's on this because it's purple. C2, I am saving for the Lisa, Kaya, Ember constellations because it's just impossible to get them, so... Kaveh, also one of my beginning teams. I got this like 2 weeks ago. I had him on this just because it looks nice, but I don't know. Maybe this kind of looks better. C4. Dia, I got her on a standard banner as a 5-star. Goro, I just got recently in Azuma Chronicle. I like him, so I want to level him as well. Arlecchino, I got very lucky at 20 pity, and I won my 50-50. She's got this. She's got an okay gladiator set. Recently gave her that was Chevreuse's. Oh, and yeah, I stole her crit. That's why. I guess this is what she looks like. 712. It's not a character I have invested a lot in, but I do like her design and all that, so I guess she's an option to have. I'm good with that. Xingqiu, I kind of resented building him because I'm kind of bored. He's on this, but he is also on the healing bonus circlet because I kind of like that he does the healing. So that's the kind of hybrid playstyle I like to have him on. C2, 164. Kachina, got her on this. She's on recharge, defense. Depending on the team, I probably would like to have her on Elemental Mastery. And also because when she uses her Turbo Twirly, she attracts the crystallizes, so you know, it feels like she has potentials to use the crystallizes for something. So Bennett, I kind of had to build. Shut up. So he's on Fav, Noblesse. My Noblesse pieces, they're fucking cracked, but I get a lot of crit stats on Noblesse. So I do him full HP healing circlet, level 8. Dory on Fav, Instructors, because I was using her in my Quicken Hyper Bloom teams. C1. The Traveler is on nothing, I think. I gave them a build recently just when the story forces me to play them. Candice, I'm currently building. I'm unsure what to do with her. Build-wise, I'm not sure if I should build more for damage or just buffing, but I'm not sure what set to put her on. C4. Noelle, she's not built. I think these are the artifacts I got from the chasm, from like the quest that gives you behind like the rocks you have to break. You have to find all of the 5 items and it gives you like 5 artifacts. And I don't know, it was kind of symbolic, so I kind of kept those. And so she's my placeholder for that. Lynette, she's not built either. Most of the weapons on the characters I don't use. I just do what looks good with them. Rosaria, she's C2. He's my these placeholder, just in case. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use these, but whatever. C1, official, she's not built. I don't care to build her. I'm sorry, but I just don't love her. So I didn't build her. C1, deal with it. Beto, Razor, C4, Kale, no artifacts. She is C6. Gaming, I have this. C2, Ember, C1. Heizo, C1. Sayu, I got recently. C1. Chongyun. He's my Farina placeholder. I want Tenacity for Farina because of the HP percent bonus set and because she can keep up the passive and it would be good for buffing. I have pretty good, actually, like kind of an incredible Golden Troop. This isn't even leveled, but like there's no death stats on this build. Probably gonna have around 2 different sets depending on the context and on team. C1, Toma, C1, Xinyan, Xinyan, I don't know. There we go. I was recording the weapons and I forgot to do the 4 characters on my team. Aoife, really like him. I really love her design. I have him on this. I was trying for a little bit with this one because if it boosts damage against enemies affected with Hydro and Electro, and since Aoife is Electro Charge, like driver, booster, whatever, I thought this might be very good on him, but this is still better. So it's fun to find a use for like 3-star weapons when you can. So I did level it to do like the comparison, but yeah. And this is refinement 1 and it was still better than this, unfortunately. So he is on scroll, although I thought that was the best option, but I guess since his damage is mostly swirl damage, depending on the team, I might just give him one of these. I have the idea maybe one day to give him Maiden, because his healing is very bad. I'm thinking for Farina teams, where, well, all the damage would be off-field, having him as the healer, because it is team-wide healing, this might be pretty nice. But it is an idea I have, so something to think about. He is C0 and 286. I do like him a lot. And I spent a little too much wishes trying to get him on the Navia banner, but it was very tricky because the Navia banner was right before Inazuma Chronicles, and I was trying to get both. I wanted to get both Yai and Chiori C1, so that was crazy. And by the way, Chiori C1, I kind of got mostly to play with Navia. This is my first 5-star Constellation. I'm not gonna have a lot anyway because in this economy, no ma'am. Yae that I just got, she's okay, I think. Pretty nice build. I do have her on this because most of the other options, like this one, which is good, it's on Risley. I don't want to move it. This is on Ningguang. I don't want to move it. So I took this because I guess I use Shanyun a little less. So even if I don't use the full passive, you know, the crit rate, the attack, it's pretty nice. But it also kind of looks cute with her, so that's okay. She's on two piece. She's pretty flexible as a character, so I can allow that. I was thinking maybe having her on a full gilded set, because even if it does give more EM, it can also give attack depending on your team, so I thought that might be beneficial for her in most teams. Constellation 0, 686. Mizuki, I really like her design, so I'm not mad. I got her. I lost my Shanyun 50-50 to her, but then I got Shanyun in like 30-40 PD, so I'm not too mad. She's just on like EM, but it's not leveled. She's not built. I would probably use this on her, which also looks very cute when I went her chicken dinner. Also like that she has elf ears. Elf ears kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda, so I always kind of like that. We have the standard 5-star Electric Boogaloo selector. I think I'm gonna pick Tainari because I would like to get him, especially with Yae. And he's pretty good as a DPS and as a character. I like his design. And the last character was Diana. She's not built. She's got the fish because, obviously. So I just looked and I did 40 minutes just talking about the character, so that's funny. Let's do quickly the weapons, I guess. This was my first 5-star weapon. I've never used it. It's level 1. I got this one when I was trying to get Shanyun's signature weapon because I love the fan. It's very cute. I don't wish a lot on weapon banner because it's not useful. I do just random pulls if I have enough and if I feel like it. I still did it because I also didn't mind getting this one because it's very cute, so... And then I got this as well, a second time on the standard banner. I wish I got a character instead because I never use these. In terms of weapons, this I got Battle Pass, Refinement 2-1. Some of these I just keep to the characters. I don't switch weapons. I don't really like to do that. I did get all of the fishing weapons because I'm insane. I farmed for all 3 of the weapons at the same time. So it took like 2 weeks of my life just fishing non-stop in Genshin. Some of the craftables are probably gonna, for example Yunjin, I'll probably get it to 5 because I like her enough. I would probably like to get this 5 because it's good situational weapon, especially in co-op when no one picks a fucking healer. In terms of event weapons, this one was my first event weapon, which I'm not mad about. It's very cute. I wish we could get past event weapons because they're very nice. Most of them are pretty cute. I want the big fish. This one for the recent event. This one. BP weapons, I got this first for Ningguang. I got this second one because it was a good overall stat stick for most people. And then I also got this one. I really like the look of this. I know it's kind of wacky weapon, but I kinda like her. I want the yellow one from Leeway. This is a really cute weapon when it's ascended, but I don't have anyone who could use that. Maybe if I get Chaska one day, but this series of weapons, I didn't get the catalyst that kind of looks like this one. That was the only one I wanted from the series because I really like the design of it. That's the only one I didn't get. I keep 2 duplicates of each weapon, of the 3 stars especially, as you can see, just in case. For example, you know, I use this on her, but if I ever needed a second one, it's there. That's what my hoarding does. So yeah, that's how I live. 2 copies. That's the word I was looking for. I have 2 copies of each. These I keep 1 of each because I'm never going to use 2-star weapons. First one either, so I just have 1 of each. What do I show now? I assume just the inventory. I guess in terms of what I do at the moment, I'm farming Golden Troop for Mavwika, and I'm strong boxing for Tenacity, because even if Farina just reran, I do plan to get her, so I do want it. Let's make a round of strong boxing just to see. In terms of artifacts, I do hoard a lot. For this, for example, I'm like, for a character that just wants HP, a healer is like, this is a good, well, actually I'm gonna keep that because it's on 2-piece HP. It's HP plus HP with recharge, which kind of everyone likes. That's my mentality. It's like, is there no one that really could use this? Because I'm trying my best to to not hoard every single thing. Electro damage, oh, that's shitty. I mean, all of the locked ones are potential pieces and stuff like that. I keep all of my instructor's pieces just in case, and I have some of these if I ever needed that set. I don't know. The starred one, I should have 6 of each, I assume, because yeah, I think there's 6 tribes. So even if they're not good, some of these I have leveled up. Even if they're not good, I don't know. They're kind of special because they're the ones that were given. This is the Millilith that we got, and the other ones, they're usually pieces that have very good stats. I have a lot of good flowers, especially gilded flowers for some reason, like this girl. I have a little bit over halfway. I do keep a lot of things, but I don't think I'm gonna run out of space soon. Famous last words. I don't really keep 4-star artifacts unless it's the 4-star only sets. I think we should level 1. Let's level this one.
Ciao. Anyway, so
I have something like that, for example, that can still be decent. Oh, it was a 4-line as well. Well, that's not too bad. I think that's all for artifacts. In terms of the rest of the inventory, I have not refined these yet. I don't care. I kind of like seeing the item because, you know, it just gets lost afterwards, so I'll just keep them for now until I need the weapon. Currently farming for Risley. These, hell, gel. I keep most of it. I don't have all the Sumeru weapons craftable yet as well, so I don't want to use everything just in case. Just in case. I have this. This is my first little baby. I got most of the fishing stuff because I'm crazy. I got this, all that, and this and that. Wow. I got level 58. We're level 8. Themes, I have these for now. This is my profile. And the themes I try to do kind of color coded, but I don't have all the right things, and I kind of change it around, but I like this. I guess achievements. Archive, maybe? Is that the... Yeah. What the fuck? I don't have the Mondstadt picture? Okay, well. Oops. All the books. I think some of these could actually be interesting, so maybe one day I'll lose my mind and just read a bunch of them if I'm bored. What is that? Oh, child. I don't care. In terms of quests, I have a couple. I haven't started Fontaine yet. I just did Sumeru, so I'm kind of taking a break. I have to do all these as well. I like to do, for example, all of these before going to the next region because, you know, it's kind of chronological. Oh, I guess my map. I have explored, I would say, Mondstadt and Leeway decently. Sumeru, I haven't gone down to it. I've not even done the quests or much in this region, but I already got some 50s. Natlan is pretty high because I was kind of doing it as I went. I still haven't done that. Don't look at it. Enkanomia, I have not finished it. Chasm, I did like in one sitting. I did everything. I went to like 93% in one go. It took like 8 hours. But it was actually kind of enjoyable. This I haven't done. This I have 100%. Oh, I forgot to show Inazuma. I have not explored a ton either. I haven't done this. I have my Navia team. This is my Aggravate team at the moment, which actually isn't very Aggravate, but since I got Yae, I just wanted to try in this team. Otherwise, my Aggravate is actually kind of more of an Aggravate Quick Bloom team. It's usually something like this, and usually replace those with Keqing or something. This is my Burgeon team for now. I've had it for a while, but I've not used it much. This is my Overload team. I kind of switch it around depending on who I'm playing. I used to do it with Keqing instead of Yae. Xiangling potentially as well. This is my Overload team. This is my Daddy Chill. This is my Wriothesley team. This was my first idea with Charlotte, Mavuika Scroll to buff the cryo, and also a little bit of the Dendro afterwards, and have burn on the enemy and use Wriothesley to melt. But I have been enjoying this team ever since I remember that Kiara C4 has a thing that activates Dendro when you do normal attack. Kinda liked putting her with Wriothesley, who does normal attacks, and I thought that would be a good match with Xingqiu, who also works with normal attacks, and Cookie that can trigger the Hyper Bloom. So this is kind of a Hyper Bloom with Wriothesley, and it really works pretty well. I'm kind of surprised. I've really enjoyed this team. This is a team I could also maybe use Farina on instead of Xingqiu. This is pretty fun, and this is probably something I would do with if I had Skirk as well, because kind of the same principle of normal attacking. This is my They Were Roommates team. It's kind of electric charge, but mostly use Auron and Aoife in the same team. This is my Hora the Explorer team. It changes around, but this is mostly just my team for exploring and moving around. So this is my friendships team that I use to boost the characters' friendships. This is one of Ningguang's teams, and this is the team I kept because this is kind of my first ever main team. Obviously I don't use it anymore, but I used to do Dendro Traveler's Burst, Lisa Burst, and just Barbara normal attacks, and just Hyper Bloom the fuck out of it, and then, I don't know, play Kave sometimes. So yeah, I kinda kept this for memorabilia. I think I'm gonna quickly show my wish list. I organized it recently with the ones I already have at the top. I have all the dates at which I acquired them, most recent being Yae, Goro, C1 Chiori. So these are characters and weapons I would probably like to own in the future. This is kind of in order of preferences. I would really love Farina, but the very next banner was Shan Yun, so I could not skip her. She's mother, so. Aritham is kinda nice. I like his design. Layla, I like her design. Siglali, I kinda would like, even just as a cryo character. Emily, I'm not a fan of the hair, but probably would enjoy her, especially for like Wriothesley melt teams that I like to do. Kokomi would be nice for a healer as well. Sejuin, I love her design, and her gameplay is okay. When I first started playing, so in June, the first banners that I ever saw were Fiorina Sejuin. I remember doing my wishes on Sejuin. I didn't have a lot of opinion on Skirk, but playing her, I kind of enjoy her playstyle, so I think I'm actually probably gonna add Skirk to my wish list. I don't know if I have more to talk about. I just spoke for like an hour 30, so thank you for watching. This is probably very long and boring. If someone wishes that, hello, thank you for watching, and I don't know, bye! Faut que je vois, est-ce que je mets seuil et gain sortie parce que je crois que it's gonna be very loud. Du coup là, je vais essayer, je monte que le seuil. Ensuite, je vais faire que le gain sortie et après je mettrai les deux. Someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to